This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
In a baseball-crazed city like Flower Mound, Texas, this is one of the goals and dreams that kids grow up with year in and year out. For the Flower Mound faithful, they've been fortunate enough to make 4 trips in the last 22 years of varsity competition here to the state's largest classification Final Four showdown. But they've only come away with the ultimate prize once back in 2014. So today is another opportunity for immortality in high school baseball in North Texas. A chance for the Jaguars to win their second state championship, but it starts against one of the toughest opponents they have faced all year long. In fact, the 3 other teams here in the Final Four, the 3 best teams according to the state polls in Texas. And it all starts out against number 1 Cypress Woods as the Wildcats are the semifinal opponent for the Flower Mound Jaguars. It's Flower Mound and Cy Woods 6A semifinal action coming your way next right here on Champion Sports Radio. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas, the home of the Round Rock Express, and also the home of the UIL State Baseball Tournament. Very pleasant good evening, folks. Thomas Lee here with you. The Flower Mound Jaguars taking on the Cy Woods Wildcats. And this is going to be an awful lot of fun. 2 of the most complete, the deepest, quite frankly, the best teams in the state squaring it off in the first semifinal showdown. Cypress Woods, this is the furthest that they've ever been. They've reached a regional semifinal. That's as far as they've gone up until this year. The previous long playoff run came in 2018, and in 2012, where the team reached the regional quarterfinals. They had never advanced to the regional semis, much less the regional finals, much less the state semifinals here today. But this is an unflappable team with a bevy of college baseball talent, and we'll introduce you to them throughout the contest as well. What should be just an absolutely exciting and electric atmosphere here at the Dell Diamond as the Jaguars take on the number 1 team in the state, the Cy Woods Wildcats. In the playoffs, the Wildcats are 10-1. Their only loss came in Game 1 versus Rockwall Heath, who, by the way, the 2021 6A champs. That was the regional semifinal round. They have outscored their opponents 83-27 in the playoffs, 82-18 in their 10 wins. So they are everything you would want in one of the top teams in the state of Texas. Meanwhile, Flower Mound, this is the 6th 30-win season in school history, the 4th under Danny Wallace, matching 13, 14, 19, and now 23. Of course, in 2003, 2004, they also won 30 games. They also advanced here to the state tournament. In 2003, falling in the semifinals. 2004, falling in the championship game. After losing Game 1 to Prosper 8-6, which, by the way, if you remember, they led 6-4 after 6 innings and committed 4 errors in the game. Flower Mound won Game 2 9-8 in 11 innings after leading 4-0, 6-4 in the 10th, 9-6 in the 11th. They finally held on. After that game, the Jaguars won 6 straight over Prosper, South Grand Prairie, Allen, and Game 1 versus Weatherford. And that was by a combined score of 41-2. To say they hit their stride is an understatement. That 6-game romp included 4 shutouts as well. After dropping Game 2 to Weatherford, Flower Mound has since won Game 3. against the Kangaroos and the 2-game sweep over Geyer by a combined score of 16-3. So these two teams have played as well as anybody in the month of May, now into June, and we're excited to get this one underway. Coming up here on the Whirly Ball pregame show, sit down with my pregame conversation with Danny Wallace, the head coach of the Jaguars. Then we'll come back here to the Dell Diamond for starting lineups and the first pitch. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Homeowners in the DFW, listen up. Have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Well, my name is Dylan Olson with Infinity Solar USA. We are a locally owned and operated company to the DFW. We've helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. We take pride in providing an amazing solar experience. Thanks to Champion Sports Radio, we've created an exclusive discount just for you. To get a free solar savings report, go ahead and give us a call at 469-868-4164. Infinity Solar USA.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Welcome back here to the Dell Diamond. Thomas Lee now joined by Danny Wallace, head coach of the Jaguars. Here we are again. Seems like it's been a long time, and yet 9 years is not that long. We were standing right here in this same spot talking about what was going to be a tough Final Four. I'm sure, like myself, you've been flooded with memories this week of what that 14 run was like and how magical it was, and what lies ahead, the opportunity for you and the guys for this weekend.
It's been a long time. It has just been 9 years, but I'd like to think that our program expects to be here. And trying to fight out of Region 1, it's been a little bit of a drought. But, yes, it's exciting to be here, and there have been memories of the 14 team revisited this week, and I've heard from a lot of those guys through text and even phone calls. So it's exciting.
So here we are, basically the best 4 teams in the state. You guys were 1, 2, 3, and 4 most of the season in most of the state polls. I know people didn't think as much of you guys after losing some games late, but you proved them wrong coming out of a really tough Region 1. The competition level, though, is ratcheted up a whole jump, and it's going to be difficult today, tomorrow, whatever comes at your way. But I know you guys are focused and have the right mindset to attack it.
Yeah, we are very focused, and we've kind of enjoyed the storyline that there's 3 teams here and Flower Mound's here with them because of our late season lapse where we dropped a couple of games and disappeared from the top 10 in the polls. But this team has been as good as any team in the state all year long, and if we can play the way we can play the next 2 days, we can prove it.
Obviously, one of the biggest changes, and I'm assuming Jacob Golson is going here this afternoon, is him starting the first game of the week. And normally he's been your Friday starter, your game 2 or 3 starter as things go on. There's got to be a heightened confidence of everybody going. I mean, as well as everybody else for your staff has pitched. Jacob's been the top dog. He's got an ERA in the top 5 in all-time season in Flower Mound history. That's saying a lot. And knowing he's going out there and the type of competitor he is, I'm sure it's just a little extra lift in the confidence for your guys.
It is, and it's not really as different as someone might think because Jacob has pitched all of our elimination games. You know, he pitched the second game against Prosper, and then he pitched the final game against Weatherford, which were both elimination games, and this is an elimination game. So our guys will be very confident with him on that mound today, and you're right. If you can get in the top 5 of any pitching stat at Flower Mound High School, you're good.
He's been great all year. You guys have a lineup that may not be picked as the best that's here. You're going up against a lineup here in Cy Woods that has a bunch of D1 guys like you do, a batting average over 320, all the accolades, all the attention is on them. It's kind of got to be nice. Normally you're the ones being the hunted with the big target on your back.
Well, we don't really focus on the noise that goes on outside. I mean, I did mention that we've heard the talk, but within our practice atmosphere and within our family, we can only control what we do, and that's what we focused on all week. And we think our lineup is pretty good too. We know they have a really good lineup, but there's not anyone here that doesn't have a good lineup, good pitching, and it's just going to come down to who plays better.
You guys have had your backs against the wall a couple of times, as you mentioned, and played some of your best games. That Game 3 against Prosper was as intense as any game we've had covering the Jaguars in many years. And it seemed like everybody was on point. Everybody was executing. Mason Arnold was absolutely amazing in that ball game. Sam Erickson delivers the game winner in the 7th. And I think there was just a confidence about this team that swelled after that ball game. What is your assessment for the guys the week of practice leading into getting here to Round Rock?
I would say that the assessment is that we had a very good practice each day, and the focus is definitely there. And I think you're probably right. The Game 3 against Prosper is when this team kicked it in.
So going into the game tonight, this afternoon here at Dell Diamond in the semifinal, what's the final word that you're going to give the guys? What are you going to tell them? Or is it just going to be how it has been for the last 6 weeks and go out and be yourself?
Yeah, they have to go out and be themselves. And, I mean, you can tell them it's just another game, but they know better. But we have to play like it's another game and do the things that we do. And if we do that, I like our chances a lot.
Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
That's Danny Wiles, head coach of the Jaguars. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to Fly Mountain Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
Welcome back to the Whirly Ball post-game, pregame show. Excuse me, I'm a little flustered right now. Just got an announcement here in the press box that there is a pitching change for Flower Mound, and Zach James will be making the start. You heard pregame conversation recorded about an hour ago down in the outfield area here at the Dell Diamond. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but I can only imagine that Jacob looked very emotional once they made the announcement. I looked down in the dugout area, and he was getting embraced by his teammates. I hope the young man is okay. And right now, the ball is going to be handed over to Zach James. For Jaguar baseball fans, not a lot different in the playoffs between these two young men. James, a 6'3", 170-pound junior, headed to TCU. He's got a fastball up to 89, curveball, wipeout slider, and a great changeup to go with it. In the regular year, total on the season, a 9-2 mark with 1 save, a 1.32 earned run average. He has pitched in 14 ball games, 13 of them starts, 74 and a third innings pitched on the year. He's given up just 44 hits in those 74 and a third innings. He's allowed 17 runs, only 14 earned. He's walked 14 while striking out 75. Has hit 4 batters, allowed a home run. An opponent's hitting 169 against him. In the playoffs, though, a team best 0.64 earned run average. He is 3-0. 4 games pitched, 4 starts. He's thrown 22 innings, surrendering 12 base hits in 22 innings. 4 runs have scored, half of those, only 2 earned. He's walked 7 while striking out 17, has not hit a batter, has allowed a home run, and opponents hitting 160 against the junior Zach James, now pitching for the Jaguars. So that's the change. We'll see that in the bottom half of the inning as the Jaguars, the visitors, designated in the ball game here today in the state semifinals against Cy Woods. For Cy Woods, their ace on the mound, Mason Green, the senior left-hander headed to Baylor. 13-1 record on the year, a 0.97 earned run average. He has appeared in 15 ball games. 14 of them have been starts. He's thrown 79 in the third innings, giving up 33 base hits in those 79 in the third. 16 runs have scored. Only 11 of them have been earned ones. He's walked 22 while striking out 123 batters in 79 in the third innings on the season. He has hit 6 batters, but 52% of the outs recorded with him on the mound have been strikeouts. We'll pause for the national anthem. We'll be back to the Dell Diamond after this on Champion Sports Radio.
High school sports don't just happen. There's a ton of work that goes into every single athletic event.
And we have our school's athletic director to thank for a lot of it. Thank you.
For scheduling officials, so I can always play the game I love.
For ordering quality athletic equipment, so I can stay safe on the field.
For mentoring my coaches, so they can be the best role models for me.
For coordinating transportation, so I can get focused for the big game.
For helping us develop character and learn lessons that will benefit us for the rest of our lives.
Thank you to our AD for always creating a positive experience for us. We'll never forget it.
From all of us at the NIAAA, thank you to every athletic administrator in Texas for all you do to enrich the lives of your students. It does not go unnoticed. This message presented by the NIAAA, the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
And welcome back here to the Dell Diamond. Thomas Lee here with you. We are moments away from getting this semifinal started between the Flower Mound Jaguars and the Cypress Woods Wildcats. So as I mentioned earlier, Flower Mound, the designated road team for this semifinal showdown, and they will send the following lineup that has been consistent since Game 2 of the playoffs. Sam Erickson, the junior center fielder, leading it off. Batting second, Ryder McDaniel, senior shortstop. Batting third, Josh Glazer, the junior third baseman. That's top third of the order. Batting fourth, Zane Becker, the junior catcher. Adrian Rodriguez, the junior designated hitter, will be batting fifth. And batting sixth, Cole Ridenauer, senior first baseman. Bottom third of the order looks like this. Sam Distel, the junior second baseman, batting seventh. Batting eighth, Andrew Robinson, the junior left fielder. And the junior right fielder, Garrett Wallace, batting ninth. So again, same lineup as has been used the last 11 ball games. Erickson, McDaniel, and Glazer, top third of the order. Becker, Rodriguez, and Ridenauer, middle third. Distel, Robinson, and Wallace, bottom third of the order. It looks like we're ready to go. Mason Green getting the start In the playoffs, he's come down to earth a bit, 3-1 with a 2.60 earned run average. Let's see what he does against this hot-hitting Flower Mound attack in the playoffs, batting .308 with 8 home runs and 65 driven in out of an extremely tough and competitive Region 1. Green kicks and fires, and we're underway. First pitch taken. Under the knees, ball 1 by Sam Erickson. 1-0 pitch. That's low and inside. Now make it 2 balls and no strikes. Danny Wallace, 276 wins, 115 defeats, 7 ties in his 11 years at Flower Mound. 46-18 in the playoffs, including a perfect 2-0 at the state tournament. He's won 23 of 29 series, 671 wins all told in his illustrious coaching career. And now another ball makes it a 3-0 count from Green to Erickson to lead off the ball game. Mason Green kicks and fires. The lefty delivers, pumps in a strike. And the count's now 3-1. 4 appearances, 3 starts in postseason play, 24 2/3 innings. He's given up 16 hits, 12 runs, 9 of them earned. Taken high and outside, that's ball 4, and Erickson's aboard in a 5-pitch walk. So Erickson aboard. Here's Ryder McDaniel, and we'll see. Danny Wallace goes small ball here to try to take an early lead. McDaniel, .321 average on the year, 2 homers, 22 driven in. Erickson swiped 6 bases out of 8 attempts on the year, 3 for 4 in postseason play. And Green throws over to the future Aggie star Erickson, who gets back to the bag, easily stepping before the throw. Third baseman crashing all the way in. Pitches low and inside to McDaniel. Boy, by the time Ethan Ferris finished his run, he was about, 15 feet from home plate. He came crashing in hard as they want to try to keep McDaniel, if he is going to lay down a bunt, from advancing that runner. 1-0 the count to McDaniel at the plate. Pitch comes in, catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. It's 1-1. Colvin Davis, the senior in left field. Sam Myers, the senior in center. Brady Sullivan, the senior in right. Playing fairly straight away against the right-handed swinging McDaniel here. With no outs and a man on. Here at the top of the first. Another throw over to first by Green. Ethan Ferris, the senior third baseman. Tristan Russell, the senior shortstop. Camden Wooten, the senior second baseman, and McLean Helton is the junior at first. Battery once again. Caden Steegett, senior behind the plate. Mason Green, the senior on the mound for Cy Woods. 1-1 pitch to the plate. Pitch out. It's 2-1. Erickson was not going. Erickson with a small lead at first. Pitch comes home. Bunt down right in front of the plate. Pitcher has to field. He throws it away. It's over the head of the first baseman, Helton. Erickson makes it all the way to third, sliding in safely. At second is McDaniel. Jaguars get the first 2 on with nobody out. And they're both in scoring position. E1 on the throw, I would imagine. In fact, yeah, it's already up on the big board here at the Dell Diamond. Brings a visit to the mound for Cy Woods. Boy, what a start for Flower Mound to put some pressure here on the number 1 team in the state, the Wildcats. Seventh inning of Jaguar baseball brought to you in part by Bridalwood Family Healthcare. At Bridalwood Family Healthcare, they emphasize getting to know their patients on a personal level. Their providers are engaging, knowledgeable, and fun, and they welcome you and your family to join theirs. Bridalwood Family Healthcare, located in the southeast corner of Cross Timbers and Long Prairie Road. So 2 on, nobody out, thanks to a walk and an error. And here's Josh Glazer, .325 average on the year. Glazer's driven in 22 runs. No hitter was hotter in district play. Glazer hit .459 in 6-6A competition. First pitch in low and inside, gets all the way to the backstop. Sam Erickson comes in and scores. It's 1-0 Flower Mound. McDaniel advances to third on the play as Glazer got out of the way, went all the way to the backstop. There was a ton of areas you can see on the picture on the screen behind home plate. And now there's some action as looks like a pitcher and catcher are running out to the bullpen area. Chase Morgan running out to get loosened up in the bullpen here at the Dell Diamond. There's no way to get there except running through the outfield, and so that's what they've done. Out to left center underneath the Mammoth scoreboard. So already a 1-0 lead for the Jaguars. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. Pitches downstairs for a ball, taken it as 2-0. Couldn't ask for a better start for Flower Mound. Well, I guess you could if you want to be greedy and get some more here. Run around third, nobody out. Pitch under the knees. Now a 3-ball, no strike count to the future Texas State star. Pitch pumped in is a strike. Now 3 balls and a strike. This is similar to what happened against Erickson to lead off the inning. (3-1) swung on and hit, knocked away by the third baseman. The ball's in the middle of the field, picked up, no play to be made. RBI single by Glazer. McDaniel scores. It's 2-0 Flower Mound. First hit of the ball game for the Jaguars, and it's now 2-0. Pitch can't find a home in the zone to Zane Becker, and that's going to be ball 1. Becker, the 3-year starting junior catcher, committed to Arkansas, 5'11", 185-pounder. Digging in from the right side against the left-hander Green. 2 runs already across. Glazer's on first with the first Jaguar hit of the inning. Now 1-0 count to Becker. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Pitch finds a home in the zone anyway. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. This one in there for a strike as well, and it's now A 1-2 count on Becker. With Glazer on first and nobody out here, top of the first inning. 2 runs already across for the Jaguars. This is on the ground, left side of the infield. Scooped up, they'll go to second. No, they won't! It gets away! Everybody's safe! E5 on Ethan Ferris. Runners at the corners now for the Jaguars as they keep applying pressure here to the Wildcats at the top of the first. So 2-0 Flower Mound. Runners at the corner, still nobody out. And here's Rodriguez. RBI leader for the team. Second best batting average on the season and in postseason play as this is up in the air. The second baseman's underneath it. Camden Wooten puts away the first out here in the first inning. So pop up to second for Rodriguez, and there's now one gone here in the first inning. Jaguars already with a 2-0 lead. And up steps Cade Ridenauer. Throw over to first. Cole's going to have to wait for his first pitch. 6'1", 210-pound senior first baseman with a 267 average on the year. Second on the team in home runs with 4, behind Erickson's team-leading 8. Hit 2 of those in postseason play. 325 down the right field line, just saying. Takes that pitch at the letters for a strike. And the count is 0-1 to Ridenauer. Cole 26 driven in on the season. Puts him 4th on the team. Runners at the corners, 2 on, 1 out. Puts down a bunt. This is fair. Tried to scoop it towards the home plate area, and it couldn't be fielded by Ferris. Everybody's safe. Going from first to third on the play is Motor running for Becker. Jaguars have a 3-0 lead. So a fielder's choice without an out being recorded. Ridenauer is aboard and safe. Motor, by the way, team leader or tied for the team lead with McDaniel in stolen bases with 14. Running for Becker on the play, went first to third on the bunt attempt. So here's Distel. He shows he's bunting too. And Motor is coming in step for step behind the third baseman Ferris. Boy, Jaguars really putting on some pressure here early at the Dell Diamond here. The first 6A semifinal of the day. Third baseman Ferris crashes in. Wheel play is on as the shortstop rotates over to cover the bag. Motor gets back in time, and Coach Wallace in the third base box says, hey, pay attention to what they're doing. But boy, that sure opens up a lot of real estate if Distel wants to go kind of opposite way through the infield. If they're all going to rotate over, there's a big gap there between where the second baseman is and almost to the third base bag. 1-0 pitch to the plate. Taken low and away. It's 2-0 to Distel. Sam, 333 average on the year, 353 in postseason play. He's driven in 6 of his 14 runs in the playoffs. That one can't find a home in the zone. It's 3-0. Now a little meeting at the mound with the battery. And Stejic heads out there to talk to Green. It's already a 3-0 lead for Flower Mound here in the top of the first. Leadoff walk by Erickson. McDaniel reaches on an error. Put runners at second and third. Glazer with an RBI single. Becker reaches on an E5 as Glazer scores on a wild pitch. And the 3-0 pitch, can't find the zone, and Distel's aboard with a 4-pitch walk. Bases juice full of Jags here in the first inning. Motor running for Becker on third. Ridenauer's on second. Distel's on first, and that'll bring out Coach Schwartz. I guess they're going to make a pitching change here. My goodness. Short outing for Mason Green, the standout, just not having his best stuff here today. 3 runs already across, 3 runners on, just 1 out. 8 and 9 hole, Robinson and Wallace due up. We resume action here in the first quarter. But my, oh my, what a start for the Jaguars. New pitcher coming in is Chase Morgan. Morgan's headed to Louisiana Lafayette. The senior left-hander will come on now. Morgan's numbers on the season. Comes in with a 6-1 record, a 0.91 earned run average. This is his 11th appearance, his 3rd in relief. Comes in with the 2nd most innings thrown on the team at 46 1/3. In those 46 1/3 innings, he's given up 25 base hits, 7 runs have scored, 6 earned. He's walked 16 while striking out 64, which is 2nd on the club. He has hit 5 batters. But 46% of the outs recorded while he's on the mound are via the strikeout. So that'll be something the Jaguars will have to pay attention to here. As Morgan comes on to pitch with 1 out, and already 7 batters have hit for Flower Mound. Number 8 stepping to the plate here will be the first one that Morgan will face, in Andrew Robinson. So just a 1/3 of an inning for Green. Now the left-hander is getting loose on a sun-drenched afternoon here at the Dell Diamond. Danny Wallace always jokes when I ask him, I was like, what do you think about the weather today, Coach? He's like, I like it hot. Well, you know what? Coach got his wish. Feels like 101 degrees right now, 97 is the air temperature, but the entire field bathed in sunlight right now. There are some clouds wisping across the sky. 39% humidity. But this is about what you would expect coming to the state baseball tournament each year here in Central Texas, the second weekend of June. So 3-0 the score. Flower Mound on top. Bases loaded here as they will face a new pitcher in Chase Morgan. Peyton Altman, the home plate umpire, gives the signal. We resume action here in the first. Bases loaded for the Jaguars, 1 out. First pitch to the plate, high, ball one. Robinson, 209 average on the season, has had some clutch at-bats where the Jaguars have needed him in postseason play. And he's one of the faster Jaguars on the team with 11 stolen bases on the season. 1-0 pitch. This is swung on, ground ball, too short, underhand toss to first is there. Nobody else is going to be retired as the second baseman Wooten eats it. It's an RBI ground out as Moore scores from third to make it 4-0 Flower Mound. Fielder's choice, 6-4. Distel heads back to the dugout. Ridenauer advances to third, and it's the second out here of the first. So here comes the ninth Jaguar to hit here in the top of the first inning. Garrett Wallace, son of head coach Danny Wallace, whose bat has really come alive over the last month. His average in the postseason, 257. Takes first pitch downstairs, ball one. So your new battery again, Caden Stegent still behind the plate on the mound. Chase Morgan, the Louisiana Lafayette commit, the senior left-hander. All the way on the third base side of the rubber. Fires the 1-0 pitch. This is swung on by Wallace high in the air to very shallow left field. The shortstop calls everybody off, and Russell will make the catch. But the Jaguars plate 4 runs in the top of the first on 1 hit, 2 errors, and they leave 2 aboard. What a lead stake to the now starter. Zach James will be out and begin his afternoon when we return after this. You're watching state semifinal action here. Champion Sports Radio coverage continues in a moment.
Homeowners in the DFW, listen up. Have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Well, my name is Dylan Olson with Infinity Solar USA. We are a locally owned and operated company to the DFW. We've helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. We take pride in providing an amazing solar experience. Thanks to Champion Sports Radio, we've created an exclusive discount just for you. To get a free solar savings report, go ahead and give us a call at 469-868-4164. Infinity Solar USA.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores. 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Welcome back here to the Dell Diamond. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio, celebrating our 18th season of Flower Mound Baseball, and it couldn't start much better than this for the Jags. 4-0 the score. Zach James heads out there with a nice cushion underneath him. 6'3", 170-pound junior. Fastball up to 89 miles an hour. Great curveball, wipeout slider. And a fantastic changeup as well. 9-2 with a save on the regular year. 3-0 in the postseason. His 1.32 ERA has been cut in half to 0.64. He has been sensational, and he will get the start today in place of Jacob Golston, who is the scheduled starter. Sam Myers to lead it off for Cy Woods. From the left side, right-hander James kicks and fires, and here's the first pitch at the bottom of the first. Swung on, high in the air, playable. James will get out of the way as Glazer calls everybody off, and he'll make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Sam Myers, the TCU commit, retired. On a pop-up, pretty much in between the mound and home plate, but caught by the third baseman Glazer. 1 pitch, 1 out for James. Seventh inning brought to you in part by 777 Urgent Care, a local family medical provider dedicated to providing quality care from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week because they believe affordable, on-demand medical care should be available even when most medical offices are closed. Schedule your appointment online. Use the number 777urgentcare.com. Fastball comes inside. Ball 1 to Brady Sullivan. Sullivan, the senior right fielder, committed to Texas A&M. Now pitch outside, and it's a 2-ball, no-strike count from James. So Sam Myers, the senior center fielder, popped it up into the infield, caught by the third baseman, Glazer. Now here's a 2-hole hitting right fielder, Sullivan, who swings at a 2-0 pitch, and will drop this into center field for a base hit. So Sullivan, the senior, headed to A&M with a single to center, and now Tristan Russell will step to the plate, the senior shortstop. Russell headed to Houston. So that's the top third of the order, Myers, Sullivan, and Russell. Russell steps in. Bat from the left side. Here's first pitch from James. That one's bunted foul. Third base side, strike one. Russell, .333 average on the year, has a home run, driven in 34. That's good for third on the team. Also stolen 13 bases. Average, check, .333. Run producing, check, 34 RBIs. Stolen bases, check, 13. Sensational shortstop. Fastball comes inside for ball one. It's 1-1 now. For Zach James against Tristan Russell. Middle third of the order looks like this. Batting fourth, Ethan Ferris, the senior third baseman. Junior first baseman, McLean Helton batting fifth. And batting sixth, Wyatt Wimberly, the junior designated hitter. Throw over to first. Close play, but Sullivan back in time. By the way, Sullivan aboard on first is the team leader in stolen bases with 25. Another throw over to first, and Sullivan back in time. Bottom third of the order, Colvin Davis, the senior left fielder, batting seventh. Batting eighth, senior catcher Caden Stegent. And the senior second baseman, Camden Wooten, was batting ninth. This pitch is swung on, popped up into the stands. Counts now a ball and 2 strikes from Zach James to Tristan Russell. So again, Myers, Sullivan, Russell, top third of the order. Middle third, Ferris, Helton, Wimberly. Bottom third, Davis, Stegent, and Wooten. Facing off against Zach James or the Jaguars here in the 6A state semifinals. Two and two the count from James to Russell. That one gets past Becker. Ball 3. Runner advances 90 feet. Sullivan heads to second. So a close pitch, but got past Becker, which is rare. So now a runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. They try to answer the 4 spot put up by the Jaguars in the top half of the inning. 3-2 pitch from James. Comes after him, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the ballgame. Russell with a swinging strikeout. That's out number 2 here in the first. Then I'll bring up Ethan Ferris, the team leader in pretty much all the major statistical categories. Batting average, .480 on the year. Home runs with 10. RBIs with 47. He's got 8 stolen bases. Not the team lead, but nice addition to all the other tools he has as the fastball is high for ball 1. Andrew Robinson, the junior in left field. Sam Erickson, the junior in center. Garrett Wallace, the junior in right. Lot of space to patrol out there for outfielders here at the Dell Diamond as it's 325 down the right field line. And then it goes all the way to 407 in the power alleys. 400 to straightaway center field. Not symmetrically designed, but not far off. No dramatic difference. Pitch is outside. Another fastball's 2-0. Righty-righty matchup with James and Ferris. 2-0 pitch on its way. It's high for a ball. It's 3-0. Wildcats playing from behind. Trying to get something going, trying to answer here in the bottom half of the first. 3-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up and out of play. Counts now 3-1. So not taking on a 3-0 pitch. Ferris gets the green light and fouls it off. Sullivan's on second, 2 gone here, bottom of the first, and a 3-1 count from James to Ferris. Here's the pitch, pumps in a strike, counts full. Josh Glazer, the junior, at third. Ryder McDaniel, the senior, at short. Sam Distel, the junior, at second. And Cole Reidenauer, the senior, at first. A little bit of a shift by a few steps towards left with the right-handed swinging Ferris at the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Oh, he got a piece of it. Excuse me. A 73-mile-an-hour curveball. Just got a piece of it, did Ferris. To stay alive, Sullivan had already gotten to third. He'll have to head back to second. This Cywood's team 24-1 in their last 25 ball games. James gets the sign from Becker. 3-2, nope, steps off and looks the runner back at second. I think that was probably the sign from Becker of how early Sullivan took off for third. He's like, hey, we may get a free out here. Best hitter on the Wildcats, Ferris at the plate. 3-2 pitch. Low and away. Sullivan advances to third on the play, and there are now runners at the corners. First walk issued by James. So 2 on with 2 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Up steps McLean Helton, the first baseman. Painting the outside part of the plate is James, getting strike 1 against the left-handed swinging Helton. 328 average on the year. He's got 2 home runs, 36 RBI. Second best RBI man on this team. This one is swung on down the left field line and foul out of play. And the count's 0-2. Sullivan on third. Ferris, with his 8 stolen bases, is on first. So 2 on with 2 out, bottom of the first. 0-2 pitch on its way. Jammed him to third. Glazer's going to get it. The throw over is going to be in time. It's a 5-3 ground out. That'll close out the first inning for the Cywoods Wildcats. No runs on a hit, no errors, 2 left. Full inning of the books. Flower Mound 4. Cywoods nothing. We head to the second after this. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduce reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Addict audit. Simply visit EnergyAddict.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started. So let Energy Addict show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAddict.com. Addict solutions to transform your life.
Welcome back here to the Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Class 6A state semifinal contest. 4-0 after one. Flower Mound with the big lead. And right back to the top of the lineup, as they said, 9 to the plate in the first inning. So here in the second, 1, 2, and 3, Erickson, McDaniel, and Glazer to face off against Chase Morgan. First pitch, high, ball one taken by Erickson. Sam batting .429 on the year. That's pretty good. Even better in postseason play. .553 as he swings and drives this one to center field. Running back is Myers, and he gets under it and makes a catch. For a loud fly ball out to center, out the bat of Sam Erickson. One gone here in the second. 7th brought to you apart by Grapevine Ford Lincoln. They become one of the top Dallas area dealerships since they opened their doors in 2009. Grapevine Ford Lincoln serves many local communities in the greater Dallas area, and they take pride in the care they provide for their customers, as well as the timeliness of their service. Grapevine Ford Lincoln is conveniently located on Highway 114 and Minters Chapel Road in Grapevine. Big swing on this one, driven to left field, running it back, and over the glove of Colvin Davis in left. McDaniel scampers around with a stand-up double. Crushing one to left field on the first pitch he saw from Morgan here in the second. Just the third Jaguar base hit. Actually, just the second. Looking back on this earlier. Wow, just one hit in that first inning. I thought there was two in my head. So second hit is an extra bagger. 2 walks last inning, 1 hit. Here's Glazer with a runner in scoring position, trying to add to a 4-0 lead for the Jaguars. Swung on and lined right into the glove of the first baseman, and he'll throw over to second and double off McDaniel. So a line out to first, and then they pick him off for an unconventional 1-2-3 inning here in the second. No runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. Inning and a half in the books, 4-0. Jaguars lead it. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
Go to the bottom of the second inning, 4-0. Your score, Zach James back out. Face off against 6, 7, and 8 in the Cy Woods lineup. Thomas Lee here with you from the Dell Diamond. Our final broadcast weekend of the school year. Even though graduation was a couple weeks ago, we're still going strong as we have been since we kick-started things back in August. And president of Champion Sports Radio and the founder. I just want to thank all the guys who help make these games possible throughout the year in baseball season. Nobody else can thank more than Pete Nielsen, Tom Doerr, Jacob Dedamore, those guys, Warriors, along with Cody Barfnick and a bunch of others that help fill in all the great coverage we've provided you over the last about 13 weeks. It has been a blast. We're not ready to be done just yet, though. The Jaguars with a 4-0 lead. If they win, they will advance. It's the championship game tomorrow. Also, a scheduled 4 p.m. first pitch. And if the Jaguars win, we'll, of course, be here to bring it to you on Champion Sports Radio. So here in the second, James will face off against 6, 7, and 8, Wimberly, Davis, and Steegent. Designated hitter Wimberly with a .263 average on the year, is driven in 14, will bat from the left side against the right-hander James. James gets the sign, kicks and fires. Here's the first pitch at the bottom of the second, low and inside, ball 1. Peyton Altman is the home plate umpire. At first, we've got Jeremy Glenn. At second, Craig Altman. And James Meyer at third. Pitch finds a home in the zone. It's now 1-1 to count. Lucky enough to have a 4-umpire crew throughout the playoffs. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2 from James to Wimberly here to start off the bottom of the second. Zach wants to work fast, and he's ready to go as soon as Wimberly stepped back in. Here's the pitch, line foul to the screen. Left side, count will hold the ball on 2 strikes. Josh Glazer, the junior at third base, even with the bag. Ryder McDaniel, the senior, at short. Junior Sam Distel is at second. At first base behind the bag, the senior Cole Ridenauer. It's a grounder to Ridenauer. He'll glove it, and he'll jog over to first. 77-mile-an-hour changeup rolled over. And a 3 unassisted if you're scoring at home for the first out here in the bottom of the second. James has given up a hit, walked a batter, but retired 4 of the first 6 that he's faced dating back to last inning. So here's Colvin Davis, .257 average on the year, 2 homers, 20 driven in for the senior left fielder. He'll step in from the right side against the right-hander James. First pitch on the outside part of the plate. Changeup, strike 1. Davis headed to Temple Junior College next year. Fouls this one off at the plate. A lot of movement on that pitch, and it's now 0-2. Or if James has set him up a little high heat. Maybe the slider. Boy, ahead 0-2, you got a lot of choices you can make. 0-2 pitch from James. Slider breaks out of the zone. It's ball 1 of the at-bat. Warm summer afternoon here in Central Texas for this 6A state semifinal contest. 1-2 pitch. Fastball at 88 under the knees. It's 2-2. Great patience shown by Davis. Swings at this one. On the ground to third. Glazer fires a fastball to first. 5-3 ground out. Second put away for Glazer on the afternoon, and 2 gone here in the second. This inning brought to you by Raising Cane's in Flower Mound. They serve only the highest quality chicken finger meals. It's their one love. Their amazing Raising Cane's crew makes it happen. The culture makes it unique, and the community makes it all worthwhile. Your Flower Mound Raising Cane's is located across the way at 3205 Justin Road. First pitch, it's ball 1 to the catcher, Sturgeon. That one gets in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. Second best batting average on the team is the 8-hole hitting catcher. Steege at .435 on the year. Driven in 11. 20 base hits and 46 at-bats. So not quite as many ABs as some of the other guys in the lineup, but he has been effective when in use. Ground ball, too short. Oh, and it gets under McDaniel's glove. Stegent aboard on an A6. First Jaguar error. Cy Woods is committed to. Coming on as the courtesy runner is Josh Vasquez, the junior. Courtesy running for the catcher, Stegent. Vasquez, couple stolen bases on the year. So Vasquez now running at second. Camden Wooten, the second baseman, will bat here. And this swings at the first pitch and lines it in the air to right. Hard charging in. It's going to fall in front of Wallace. He's going to get up and throw the third. He may have him gunned down. It's there. The tag applied. Out number 3. Base hit for Wooten. But the runner, the courtesy runner, Vasquez, froze and was thrown out on a 9-5 play. I don't know, there's a joke about working 9 to 5 in there somewhere. I'll let you guys figure it out for yourself. Third out here in the second as Wallace throws out the runner trying to get to third in the courtesy runner Vasquez, and we will head to the third right after these messages. 4-0 Flower Mound on top. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Each year across the United States, young lives are lost to sudden cardiac arrest, and our communities are left to pick up the pieces. That's what happened in April of 2009 when Zachary Schraw lost his life to an undiagnosed heart condition after collapsing suddenly during a Plano East Senior High School football practice. After his death, Zach's loved ones knew it was time to take action to protect young hearts across North Texas from this silent killer. Since its establishment in 2009, Living for Zachary has impacted thousands of families by providing heart screenings for ages 12 to 22, donating AEDs to youth-based organizations, and training community members in the use of CPR. Arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your child's heart screening today, apply for an AED for your organization, or make a donation that could change a life forever. Together, we can give our children's hearts a second chance. Join the movement to save young hearts at livingforzachary.org today.
Going back to the Dell Diamond. We go the third. 4, 5, and 6 do up for the Jaguars. Becker, Rodriguez, and Ridenauer. 4-0 the lead here in the state semifinal contest. Jaguars 10-1 in their last 11 ball games. Started out 11-1 in 6-6A play before losing those final 2 games to Hebron and losing the district championship in the process. 74% winning percentage all time for the Jaguars. 578 wins, 203 defeats, and 8 ties. There we go. Becker getting us started here in the top of the third. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Mentioned earlier, 256 average for Becker. Pitch to the plate. Swung on and hit well to left field. Ranging back, it is going to fall right in front of Colvin Davis. Becker chugging around, stand-up double to lead things off here in the third for the Jaguars. Boy, took that 1-1 pitch and crushed it to left center. Motor comes back on to run for Becker. So tell Motor 5'10", 170-pound junior now running at second for Becker with the leadoff double here in the third. Small lead for Motor at second. Pitch comes home just off the plate. Ball one to Adrian Rodriguez. Adrian, 333 average on the year. He's been even better in the postseason, 421. The RBI leader in both on the whole year and in the playoffs. 36 driven in on the season, 15 of those 36 here in the playoffs. And this one has swung on and hit well to left field. Running it down is Davis. And that'll be a loud out number one and a fly ball to left to the bat of Rodriguez. So with one gone, here's Ridenauer. Reach on a fielder's choice back in the first with a beautiful punt to the third base side. As soon as Morgan was ready, Ridenauer calls time. Steps out. Crafty, senior leader of this team, one of a handful of key contributing seniors. As an 80-mile-an-hour slider breaks in for a strike to Ridenauer for strike one. 267 average on the year, 4 homers, 26 driven in, 26, 2 behind second place Sam Erickson, who has 28. Some timely home runs throughout the season. This time slider for the lefty. Morgan breaks down and away, taken for a ball by Ridenauer. It's 1-1. Seventh inning brought to you in part by Flower Mound Youth Sports Association. They provide baseball and softball opportunities for all ages and skill levels. Learn more online at fmysa.com. Lefty-lefty matchup, pitch high and tight on an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-1 the count to Ridenauer. Three and one now the count. Off speed, misses low and away to the left-handed swing. First baseman for the Jaguars. Runner on second, one gone. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Make it 3-2. So full count with one out here in the top of the third. Motor running for Becker on second. One gone. 3-2 taken, strike three. And Morgan challenged him with an 88-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees. Got the call. That is the first strikeout for Wildcat pitching here today, and that's the second out here in the third. There's Sam Distel. Lefty-lefty matchup again. Painting the black outside is Morgan for strike one. Distel worked a 4-pitch walk back in the first against Mason Green, the starter. So facing his second adversary on the mound in as many at-bats here is Distel. Runner in scoring position, 2 gone in the third. High and tight for a ball. 1-1 the count. Davis in left field, Myers in center, Sullivan in right. Playing fairly shallow. You can see left-handed swinging Distel, at least the center fielder Myers is. Of course, he's got the speed to run down just about everything, but he goes out to 407 in the power alleys of 400 straightaway center here at the Dell Diamond. Taken outside for a ball, it's 2-1. Around the infield, Ethan Ferris, the senior at third. Tristan Russell, the senior at shortstop. Senior second baseman Camden Wooten and McLean Helton, the junior, at first. Caden Stegent behind the plate. Left-hander on the mound, Chase Morgan. Throw to first, and I think they might have Motor in a rundown. He stops, restarts. He's going to be tagged out by the third baseman, Ferris. That'll be the final out here in the third. Distel will lead us off in the fourth, but in the third, no runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left, as the courtesy runner Motor is in essence picked off and caught in a rundown between second and third. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 4-0 Flower Mound with the lead. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball for the state tournament on Champion Sports Radio.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Back here at the Dell Diamond, Thomas Lee here with you, Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio, celebrating 18 years of championship excellence. And right now the Jaguars with a 4-0 lead and a third the way through the ball game. James, 35 pitches thrown in 2 innings, 21 for strikes. He's given up 2 base hits. Struck 1 batter out, walked 1. Runner reached on an error, but so far the most important thing, he's thrown up goose eggs on the scoreboard. Here's first pitch, top of the order, due up. First pitch swung on by Myers, right at Erickson at center, who takes a step left, a step back, makes the catch for out number 1 here in the third. So Myers trying to ambush James both times, pops up to third back in the first and flies out to center here in the third to lead it off for the Cy Woods Wildcats. So I bring up Brady Sullivan. Sullivan singled in a 2-0 pitch. Advances second on the walk, stole third, but was stranded there back in the first inning. .358 average on the year for the senior Texas A&M commit, who swings and drives this one to right field. Garrett Wallace backing up, running it down, and he'll make the catch. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the third for James and the Jaguars. This bottom of the third inning brought to you in part by 777 Urgent Care. It's a local family medical provider dedicated to providing quality care to the local community from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, because they believe affordable, on-demand medical care should be available even when most medical offices are closed. Stop by 777 Urgent Care on the southeast corner of Cross Timbers and Long Prairie Road in Flower Mound. Big rip comes up empty here for Tristan Russell. It's an 88-mile-an-hour fastball, gets by senior shortstop. Same pitch, same result. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2 with 2 gone here in the third. Jack James just challenges him here. James kicks and fires. Just elevated the fastball. Now 1-2 now the count. Russell is the University of Houston signee, .333 average, a home run 34 driven in. Struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch back in the first. Lines this one to the left side, and it's going to land in the stands, just out of play. So Russell will see at least one more pitch here in the third. One ball, 2 strikes and 2 outs. Pitch is high and outside. Count now 2-2. Stays outside again. Great plate discipline by Russell, who's worked the count full. So 2 at-bats for Tristan Russell, and he's seen 6 or more pitches now in both of them. Pitch number 7, the 3-2 on its way, and that's ball 4. Second walk issued by James today. And Russell and his 13 stolen bases aboard at first for the dangerous Ethan Ferris. Not only is he the team leader in batting average, home runs, and RBIs, as I mentioned earlier, swings at the first pitch and lines this one into center field for a soft single. Running first to third on the play is Russell. So runners now at the corners with 2 gone for the Wildcats. Boy, didn't try to do anything fancy on that one. Ferris just pops it over the head of the infielders and drops it into very shallow center field. More than enough time for the speedy Russell to advance over to third base. And that'll bring up McLean Helton, who grounded out to third in an 0-2 pitch. That was back in the first inning to close out that frame. Similar situation here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone for Helton. Fouls this one off. Straight back to the backstop for strike number 1. Team leader in walks is Helton with 22 coming into the ball game, but he has been aggressive here today against the strike throwing James. This one lined foul over towards third base dugout, occupied by the Cypress Woods Wildcats, number 1 team in the state of Texas. 38-4 on the season. Oh, 2 pitch. Boy, Becker, good job of smothering that one in the dirt. Looked at both runners quickly, and both of them with good secondary leads head back to their respective bags. Russell at third, Ferris at first. Combined 21 stolen bases on the year between the two of them. Grounder right back to the mound. James will field it, underhand toss to first. It's a 1-3 ground out to close the door on a scoreless third. No runs on a hit, no errors. 2 left. 3 full innings in the books. 4-0 Flower Mound with the lead. You're watching and listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores. 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting. It's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Follow us on Twitter at Champion Sports, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, or look for us on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Tell us why your team will win this week. Share when your favorite athlete is named Player of the Week, or brag about what your school alumni are up to now. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports, facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
Jaguar pitching once again the story today, combined with a big first inning as Flower Mound jumped all over Wildcat starter Mason Green. They lead at 4-0. So we go to the top of the fourth. It'll be 7, 8, and 9. Distal, Robinson, and Wallace due up here in this inning. Thomas Lee here with you from the Dell Diamond. Jaguar Championship Baseball continuing on as the first pitch catches outside for strike one to Distal. Excuse me, on the inside part of the plate against the left-handed swinger. This one right back to the mound on 2 hops. Throw over to first will be in time, a 1-3 ground out, and Distal is retired for the first out here in the fourth. This inning brought to you in part by Grapevine Ford Lincoln. They become one of the top Dallas area dealerships since they opened their doors in 2009. Grapevine Ford Lincoln believes in getting it right the first time, and that's why they strive to be diligent and detail-oriented in every job they take on. Grapevine Ford Lincoln, conveniently located on Highway 114 and Mintos Chapel Road in Grapevine. First pitch outside corner. Gets the call. That's strike one to Robinson. Robinson with a fielder's choice. Ground out RBI back in the first. 16th run driven in on the year for Andrew, third in the postseason. Swings at this one and pops it up to very shallow right field. Sullivan charging in. He's under it, and he'll make the catch. Fly ball to right, out number 2 here in the fourth. That'll bring up Garrett Wallace. Pretty magical year for both these two teams. Sidewoods, again, never made it to the regional semifinals, much less to the state semifinals. This is a hard hit ball up the middle, and then under the glove of the shortstop, Russell, and Wallace is aboard with 2 gone here in the fourth. Sidewoods came in averaging 7.4 runs per game. Flower Mound at 5.6. Batting average, Sidewoods at 319. Flower Mound 284. Home runs pretty even. Sidewoods with 22. Flower Mound with 21. Official scores say E6 on the play. Wallace is aboard. Lineup resets. Here's Erickson, and Wallace will warrant a throw over. 4 for 4 on the year is Wallace in stolen bases. One of the faster Jaguars, though, on the team. Right along with the guy at the plate right now in Erickson. First pitch to the plate. Catches outside. Strike one. .259 RBIs for Sidewoods, 222 for the Jaguars. These numbers are just something else. Slider catches outside, 0-2 now. 80-mile-an-hour paint in the outside corner against Erickson for Chase Morgan. Left-hander on the mound, right-handed swinging Erickson at the plate. Swings at this one, fouls it back up and out of play, and Erickson will stay alive. Jaguars, very fleet of foot, 74 stolen bases on the year. Sidewoods, 94. So most of the offensive numbers skewed a little bit towards Sidewoods, but there's a big difference between 16-6A, which Sidewoods won by 3 games over Bridgeland with a perfect 14-0 mark, and 6-6A, which is one of the tougher, at least top to bottom districts in the state. Pitching numbers favoring the Jaguars, allowing just 2.1 runs per game to 2.2 for Sidewoods. The ERA, 40 points lower for the Jags, 1.69 to 2.09. As curveball misses outside, it's now 1-2. And the throw to first goes over the head of the first baseman, Helton, and Wallace advanced to second. Strikeouts, again, the Jaguars have more. You would think Sidewoods would with some of the competition of their district, but Flower Mound with 345 strikeouts coming into Sidewoods 322. So runner now in scoring position on second is Garrett Wallace, and a 1-2 count to Erickson at the plate. 2 gone here, top of the fourth. Time called, and Morgan's calling his catcher. Steven out to the mound to talk with him. Erickson has had a season for the ages. Batting average isn't going to quite make it up into the top 6 for Flower Mound at .429 on the season. This one is hit well to center field, running back, stopping and making the catch is Myers. So fly ball to deep center field, caught and run down by Myers. And that'll be the third out here in the fourth. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left in scoring position. Halfway through the ball game, Flower Mound leads at 4-0 over Cy Woods. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Homeowners in the DFW, listen up. Have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Well, my name is Dylan Olson with Infinity Solar USA. We are a locally owned and operated company to the DFW. We've helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. We take pride in providing an amazing solar experience. Thanks to Champion Sports Radio, we've created an exclusive discount just for you. To get a free solar savings report, go ahead and give us a call at 469-868-4164. Infinity Solar USA.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Texas. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Thomas Lee back here at the Dell Diamond. 4-0 your score. Zach James has really pitched well today. 49 pitches in 3 innings. 30 of those 49 for strikes. Giving up 3 hits. Struck out a batter, walked 2. But most important, nothing but zeros thrown up on the scoreboard as it's 4-0. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Cy Woods will be sending up 6, 7, and 8. Wimberly, Davis, and Steven here in the 4th. So they try to cut into 4-run deficit. Jaguars in the slate grays today with the navy blue shoulders. The 50th pitch of the day just misses for ball 1. Mound and white block print across the chest. Black trim around it. Small number on the front, big number on the back. For the Jaguars, who have that slate gray trousers. Foul back to the screen, and a 2-0 makes it 2-1 to Wyatt Wimberly, who grounded to the first baseman, Ridenauer, out to lead off the second. White front with a Navy FM block print on the front of it. Navy bill and the Navy mesh back on the caps for the Jaguars. That pitch called a ball, and it's now a 3-1 count to the leadoff Wildcat here in the 4th. James pumps in a strike on the outside part of the plate. Counts full, 3-2. 4th full count for James today. Goes after him on the ground. Glove stopped by Distel to throw over in time. Oh my goodness, what a play by Sam Distel. Somehow knocks it down and from his knees throws out Wimberly for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. Put a gold star by that one. What a play by Sam Distel. Here's Colvin Davis. Left fielder grounded out to third back in the 2nd. Taking the first pitch, misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. That one hits outside as the slider catches. 257 average on the year for Davis. He's hit 2 home runs, driven in 20. Trying to get something started for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 gone. Grounded out, foul, third base side. The count's 1-2. One out here in the 4th. 1 ball, 2 strike count from James to Davis. High, ball 2. Robinson in left is backed up a bit against the right-handed swinger. This is fought off foul down the right field line. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes to Davis. Erickson in center, Wallace in right, playing pretty straight away. Decent depth, all 3 of them in this big old ballpark. Just misses to make the count full for the 2nd consecutive batter. And the 3rd in the last 5 for Cy Woods to work the count to 3-2. Goes after him. This is a chopper, 1 hopper to short. McDaniel fires it over. Boy, he had to. Davis was hustling down the line. That's a 6-3 ground out. A really strong play by the senior Ryder McDaniel. Deep at short to gun down the speedy Davis for out number 2. Season first pitch grounds it right back to the mound. It's going to be an easy toss over for James. 1-3 ground out. That's the first 1-2-3 inning for Zach James today. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left. 4 full in the books. We head to the 5th. Jaguars lead at 4-0. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit EnergyAttic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAttic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Back here at the Dell Diamond, we head to the 5th. 2, 3, and 4 for the Jaguars due up. McDaniel, Glazer, and Becker. Chase Morgan came on in relief in the 1st. This will be the start of his 4th full inning. In 3 2/3, he has only thrown 32 pitches. He has been efficient and challenging hitters. He's given up a couple of hits, both of them doubles. One to McDaniel in the 2nd, one to Becker in the 3rd. But other than that, he has done his job, as since he came in, gave up a ground-out RBI to Robinson. That run charged to Green, but since then, nothing but zeros put up in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th innings. So he'll start the 5th. Again, 2, 3, and 4 for Flower Mound. Thomas Lee here with you from the Dell Diamond. McDaniel's reached both times on an error in the 1st, on a double in the 2nd. First pitch under the knees, ball 1. Taken by McDaniel. Came around to score after that error in that 4-run first inning. 1-0 pitch from Morgan to McDaniel. Swings at this one and drives it deep to left center field. Ranging over underneath it is the left fielder Davis to make the catch. Loud out, fly ball to left off the bat of McDaniel. First out here in the top of the fifth. This half inning brought to you in part by Bridalwood Family Healthcare. Team of skilled family medical professionals ready and available to treat all your health concerns quickly. At Bridalwood Family Healthcare, their providers are engaging, knowledgeable, and fun, and they welcome you and your family to join theirs. Bridalwood Family Healthcare, southeast corner of Cross Timbers and Long Prairie Road in Flower Mound. Here's Glazer. Swings at the first pitch to the right side of the infield, scooped up by Helton. Toss over. No, he's going to step on it himself. As he faked a toss to the pitcher Morgan, who started to cover the bag. It's 3 unassisted out. And if Wallace had been retired on a ground out, that would be 7 consecutive. Well, I guess 7 of the last 8 have been retired now by Morgan, the only one to reach Wallace on a 2-out error in the 4th. So here's Becker. One of the 2 hits of the day off of Morgan, courtesy of his bat. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. Morgan kicks and fires the lefty. Low and inside, it's 2-0. Becker reached on an error in the first. Motor came on to run for him and scored the 4th and final run of that big first inning. Pitch misses inside, now 3-0 count. Then Becker doubled the lead off the 3rd. Motor came on to run for him, but ended up getting picked off in the frame. 3-0 downstairs. It's a 4-pitch walk to Becker, and Motor will come back out. So tell Motor aboard. Running for Becker now for the 3rd time today. Once on an error, once on a double, and now on a walk. Adrian Rodriguez, 0 for 2. He's seen 3 pitches in those 2 at-bats combined. Popped up to second back in the 1st and flew out to left in the 3rd, now batting for the 3rd time here with 2 gone in the top of the 5th. Left-hander Chase Morgan on the mound. First pitch, the right-hand swing. Rodriguez taken high. Fastball, ball 1. In the playoffs, Rodriguez has been tearing the cover off the ball. .421 average. He's driven in 15. He's got a home run against South Grand Prairie as well. Swings at this one and drives it to shallow center field. It's going to fall in front of Myers. First hit of the day for Adrian Rodriguez. 4th Jaguar hit of the afternoon. A bit of a 2-out rally developing here for Flower Mound after 2 outs were recorded on 3 pitches. Then 5 of the next 6 are balls, including 4 straight to Becker to put him on. Motor runs for him. And Rodriguez on a 1-0 pitch singles to center. So now they're 2 on with 2 out here in the 5th, and Cole Ridenauer stepping to the plate. And that's going to bring out head coach Phil Schwartz. Have a conversation with his infield. This half inning brought to you in part by Baldry Home Team, a team of agents with Pioneer Realty servicing the Metroplex as well as East Texas. Stop by and meet the Baldry Home Team at the Pioneer Realty offices on the northwest corner of Justin Road and Highland Village Road. Or learn more online at BaldryHomeTeam.com. That's BALDREE, BaldryHomeTeam.com. Mentioned earlier, Cy Woods 38-4 overall, by far the most wins in a single season in program history. Cy Woods opened their doors in 2006. Wildcats have been coming along, 18 wins last year, 16 the year before. And more wins this year than the last 2 combined. Here's Ridenauer from the left side against the left-hander Morgan. It's probably what the visit was about. First pitch swung on, back up the middle, base hit, Cole Ridenauer. Go sign is on for Motor, who hits the pay station for the 5th Jaguar run of the afternoon. No offense to Zane Becker, but I don't think he scored from second on that play. Motor, the two-sport star, the defensive back in football, and outfielder and speedster on the base pass extraordinaire, makes it 5-0. So, courtesy runner coming in for Rodriguez on second. Harlick now will run. Adam Harlick, 5'8", 155-pound sophomore, now running at second for Rodriguez. So, pinch runner Harlick. So, Harlick on second. Ridenauer's on first. Distal at the plate. And home plate umpire having a conversation with Phil Schwartz. Schwartz was the head coach at Cuero from 2012 to 2020, and then at Lamar Consolidated 2 years before that, 10 to 12. They're taken high by Distal, and he has had unbelievable success taking this program over with all the expectations, all the talent they have, and boy, just pushing all the right buttons, making all the right calls, and this team has responded to a season for the ages for the Wildcats. Mentioned Cy Woods had never even reached a regional semifinal until this season. High and tight on an 86-mile-an-hour fastball makes it 2-0 to Distal. Two on, two out, 2-0 pitch. Fastball catches on the outside part of the plate, 86. Strike one of the at-bat. Distal walked on 4 pitches back in the first. That was the last batter for the starter, Green. And grounded out back to the mound against Morgan in the 4th. Taking that one all the way, and there for a strike, it's 2-2. Harlick on second, right now we're on first. 2 on, 2 out. And a 2-2 pitch upcoming here from Morgan to Distal. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Chase Morgan, and that'll do it for the Jaguar 5th. They add an insurance run on the benefit of a couple of 2-out singles, including an RBI knock for Ridenauer. No errors and 2 runners left aboard. Time to stretch here from the Dell Diamond. 5-0 your score. Flower Mound on top. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
We head to the bottom of the fifth. 5-0 the score. Flower Mound on top of Cypress Woods. Thomas Lee here with you from the Dell Diamond. Jaguars hang on. Get 9 more outs without giving up a 5-run lead. We'll be back at you tomorrow for a 4 o'clock scheduled first pitch for the 6A championship. Here in the fifth, 9-1-2. Wooten, Myers, and Sullivan 2 up against Zach James. About to throw his 64th pitch of the afternoon. The junior kicks and fires. Pumps in strike one. Wooten ambushed him back in the second with a single. Kind of a crazy play as this one bounces in. It's 1-1. Single to right, then Wallace comes up and fires a cannon shot to third. For some reason, the courtesy runner for Cy Woods and Vasquez kind of stopped running between second and third. Not sure if he could go all the way or come back. By the time he made his decision, it was too late. Wallace gunned him down. 1-2 the count to Wooten to lead off the inning. That one just a little far outside. It's 2-2. Andrew Robinson in left, Sam Erickson in center, Garrett Wallace in right. Sweeping inside. Boy, James thought he got the strikeout. Home plate umpire disagrees. Counts full again. 4th time in the last 7 batters. Wildcats have worked a full count against James. Payoff pitch, swung on and lifted to right field, charging in and getting past Wallace. It's going to be extra bases for Wooten, who gets into second. Just died off the end of the bat, tailing into right field. And Wallace, knowing it's a 5-0 lead, figured he'd go ahead and see if he could lay out, make a spectacular catch. Just couldn't quite get there in time. Lineup resets, 3rd time through the order now for the Wildcats. And here's Sam Myers. The senior headed to TCU. The center fielder is 0 for 2. He's seen 2 pitches. Popped up to third in the first, flew out to center in the third. Now batting for the 3rd time here, with 1 on and nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Cy Woods has not been in a position to need to come back much this year, but trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 5th. Kickstart that effort. First pitch swung on and down the right field line, and it's fair. Inside the chalk, to the wall. Wildcats are on the board thanks to an RBI double by Sam Myers. Wooten scores from second. That's his 21st run scored on the year, which is about less than half of the team leader. Brady Sullivan has scored 45. Myers and Ethan Ferris with 42 runs scored each. So Wildcats believing that they are ready for a comeback. Pitch, fastball in tight at 87. As Sullivan gets out of the way, ball 1. Right-hander Zach James on the mound. Left-handed swinging right fielder Brady Sullivan headed to A&M at the plate. Future Horned Frog James gets set. Checks the runner at second. Comes home, 1-0 pitch, grounder, right side of the infield. Distal charges. He's going to have to make a quick throw, and safe. Head first slide into first, and Sullivan beats it out. And a ton of chalk and dirt kicked up into his eyes for his efforts on that head first slide at first. And that's going to bring Wallace out. Talk to his infield. Third hit of the inning for Cy Woods. Myers advances to third on the play. This half inning brought to you in part by 504U LLC, a licensed security company. Provides traffic management services for roadway construction sites throughout Texas through the use of experienced and professional law enforcement officers with statewide jurisdiction. All officers are trained in auto collision and emergency response. Learn more online at 5-04utexas.com. That's the number 5 dash the number 0 and 4, the letter U, Texas.com. So here's Tristan Russell, the 3-hole hitting shortstop. Runners at the corners. Wildcats within 4. First pitch puts down a bunt, and it's fouled off at the plate. Boy, I don't know if the runner at third just didn't have the go sign in Myers. He just kind of stayed put, was reading the play. I don't know if Russell wasn't trying to squeeze him in necessarily. 0-1 the count to Russell. Sullivan back to first. He takes off for second, pitch is high. Throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base number 26, make it 27 on the season for Sullivan. That's tops for the Wildcats. Oh, it was called a strike? All right. Jaguar fans will take it. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. I say that, and it makes it a 1-2 count. I was right the first time. Scoreboard operator was flipping around on the board. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. 1-2 pitch from James to Russell. Home plate umpire calls it a ball. Becker framed it well and just held it, trying to change his mind. Russell has gone to a full count in each of his previous 2 at-bats, now with a 2-2 count with 2 in scoring position. Nobody out here in the 5th. Swung on in the air to center. Erickson underneath it. He's going to charge into it, make the catch, and he's going to come home. Throw is on a rope, but it's not going to be there in time to nail the speedy Myers scoring from third. Sacrifice fly, RBI to center. Off the bat of Russell. Second run scores in Myers to make it 5-2 Flower Mound here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 5th. So here's Ethan Ferris, the offensive leader, the third baseman, the senior. 1 for 1, walked on a full count in the first, single in the first pitch he saw in the third. 3-run lead for the Jaguars. Turns on this one and sends it high to left field. Robinson back at the track, makes the catch just in front of the track. He will throw to third, but no way he's going to throw out Russell. A loud fly ball out to left that I think everybody wearing crimson thought was going to leave the park. Instead, it holds. Catch made at the track by Robinson. Sullivan advances 90 feet, but there's 2 gone here in the 5th. Clayton Helton steps to the plate. To center field, it's going to fall in for a base hit. It's 5-3 Flower Mound. 2 out RBI knock for the first baseman, the junior, McLean Helton. Sullivan, infield single, stole second, advanced to third on the deep fly ball, now scores on a 2-out RBI single. Some action out in the bullpen for the Jaguars. It's like Mason Arnold is getting loose. Evan Rollison starts throwing the weighted ball as well. Swung on, fouled out of play down the left field line into the luxury suites. That's strike one to Wyatt Wimberly. Wimberly grounded out to first back in the second inning. Ridenauer scooped and stepped on the bag to retire the designated hitter for the Wildcats. Robbed of a hit by Distel in the second. This is a slow roller. Ridenauer fields it. The throw to first is going to be in time. A 3-1 ground out. Wimberly retired, and then he'll close the book on the Wildcat fifth. But Cy Woods with a huge step forward, scoring 3 runs in the inning on 4 base hits. No errors. And a runner left aboard. Getting tighter here in the state semifinals. Flower Mound 5, Cypress Woods 3. We head to the 6th after this. You're listening to Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores. 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Follow us on Twitter at Champion Sports, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, or look for us on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Tell us why your team will win this week. Share when your favorite athlete is named Player of the Week, or brag about what your school alumni are up to now. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports, facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
Jaguars lead by 2 heading to the 6th. 8-9-1 due up for Flower Mound here in the frame. Robinson, Wallace, and Erickson as the lineup will reset. First pitch taken high by Andrew Robinson for ball 1. That is the 48th pitch now thrown by Chase Morgan after coming on in relief. 29 of those 48 have been strikes. He has been efficient. Pitch in there. Makes it a 1-1 count. Robinson with an RBI ground out in the first. Deep fly ball to right in the fourth. So 0 for 2, but drove in a run. 1-1. Pitch outside. It's in the middle of the left-handed batter's box. Makes it 2-1. Warm afternoon here at the Dell Diamond, as you would expect. Second weekend of June. It's cooled off to 95, though. Up to 97 at one point. Hard hit ground ball. Nice glove stop by Ferris at third. The throw over. Helton goes down to a knee to make the stop as Robinson's thrown out in a 5-3 ground out. Out number 1 here in the top of the 6th. This half inning brought to you apart by Grapevine Ford Lincoln. They become one of the top Dallas area dealerships since they opened their doors in 2009. Grapevine Ford Lincoln serves many local communities in the greater Dallas area, and they take pride in the care they provide for their customers as well as the timeliness of their service. Grapevine Ford Lincoln, conveniently located on Highway 114 and Minter's Chapel Road in Grapevine. Breaking ball misses outside, ball 1 to Wallace. It was 0 for 2, but did reach on an error last at bat. Hard hit ground ball. He was ahead early on that one as he fouls it off on the right side of the infield for the left-handed swinging right fielder. Wallace, one of few Jaguars that have been on this field before. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. He was a bat boy back in the 2014 season for his dad, as the Jaguars won the 2014 5A state championship. So the younger Wallace at the plate, the older Wallace in the third base box, the only one really with experience in this game at this stadium. High in the air to third, foul territory. Ferris makes a catch. There are two gone here in the sixth. So up steps Erickson, who is peppering the all-time single-season leaderboards for Flower Mound this year. He is third in hits. He's got 57 coming in. Bubba Jones and Paul Kelly had tremendous years in 2014. Jones with 65 hits, Kelly with 61, Erickson now with 57, so he's in third there. So he's got a swing and a miss. First strike one. He's seventh in runs scored with 40. Coming into the ball game. Scored earlier in the contest back in the first, so that moves him up to a tie for sixth with Lance Russell's 41 runs scored in 2017. All-time leader Thomas Sawyer in 2004, he had 56. Connor Wanhanen in the championship season of 14 had 52 runs. Paul Kelly in 04 had 48. Will Miller scored 43 runs back in 2019 in the run to the regional finals. Tant Shepard played it 42 times in 2006, and then Lance Russell in 17, and now Sam Erickson in 23, tied for sixth all-time and 41 runs scored in the season. Oh, 2 count from Morgan to Erickson here. Two gone in the sixth. Taken high and outside for a ball. Sam hit his 8th home run of the year last week. That puts him in a tie for third with Wes Jones, who hit 8 in 2011. Kelly with the all-time record, 12 in a season. Jimmy Farr also with 12. Kelly did it in 05, Farr in 07. Fouls this one off. Erickson stays alive at the plate. Then a three-way tie for fifth now. McCants, Wheeler, Ty Wheeler, Mark McCants, Ty Wheeler, and Paul Kelly did it in 11, 18, and 04 respectively. They all hit 7 in the season. 1-2, fouls it off again. Great at-bat being put together by Erickson to stay alive. Sam tied for sixth all-time in doubles with 13. Reed LeSueur back at 04. Andrew Vinson in 12. Cody Gunter in 11. Thomas Sawyer in 04 and Farr in 06. All likewise had 13 doubles in a season. His pitched high and outside. It's 2-2. Bubba Jones in 04 and Greg McCarthy also in 04. 19 and 18, the top two on the list. Austin Russell with 15 in 2019. Chase Durham in 08. Lance Russell in 2017. Each hit 14 doubles in a season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled off again. Erickson's making Morgan work for it. His third out here in the sixth. Erickson digs back in. Morgan back on the rubber. 8th pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Morgan. So he finally gets Erickson and closes out a 1-2-3 inning. That's his first clean 1-2-3 inning of the ballgame. No runs hits there as nobody left. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Jaguars lead by 2, 5-3. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
Flower Mound 5, Cy Woods 3. Wildcats #1 team in the state. In fact, Cy Woods, Pearland, and Westlake have been 1, 2, and 3 pretty much the entire season. There was a time the Jaguars were 4th, but dropping those 4 games at the end of the regular season to the first game of the playoffs slid them down out of the top 10. They're showing everybody that they deserve to be here. It's not just the top 3 and, oh yeah, Flower Mound is here. They lead by 2, 6 defensive outs away from advancing to the championship match tomorrow. 7, 8, and 9 for the Wildcats, 2 up here in the 6th. Davis, Seagent, and Wooten. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Colvin Davis. Davis 0 for 2, grounded out to third in the second, grounded out to short in the fourth. Swing and a miss, now an 0-2 hole. James ready to work quickly. Davis steps out, now back in. Righty-righty matchup, here's the 0-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt, 1-2. Pearland and Westlake, by the way, the second semifinal. They'll get started probably about an hour after we're done. So we are behind schedule. That one is just outside. Ball 2. All the Jaguars in the field thought Davis had struck out looking. Colvin gets a close call, now digs back in. 2-2 pitch from James to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Fisted to the right side of the infield. Distal has it, the throw over is ahead of him. Distal has been robbing Wildcats left and right today and nails another one. Keeps him from getting on base. 4-3 ground out, first out here in the bottom of the 6th. This half inning brought to you apart by Grapevine Ford Lincoln. They become one of the top Dallas area dealerships since they opened their doors in 2009. Grapevine Ford Lincoln serves many local communities in the greater Dallas area, and they take pride in the care they provide for their customers, as well as the timeliness of their service. Grapevine Ford Lincoln, conveniently located on Highway 114 and Minters Chapel Road in Grapevine. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Caden Steegen. Just off the plate, ball 1, 1-1. The count now. Steegen reached on an error back in the second as courtesy runner Vasquez was thrown out between second and third. Grounded back to the mound for the final out in the 4th. Now batting for the 3rd time here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Pulls the string, curveball fouled off. 1-2 the count. Pitch is high, 2-2 the count. That's 90 pitches now for James. 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen for the Jaguars. Mason Arnold and Evan Rollinson. Oh, and that is a strikeout looking. Delay call from our home plate umpire. Second strikeout of the game. The first for James since the first inning. And there's 2 gone here in the 6th. James, 5 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs all earned. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. And starts out slider breaking in strike 1 to Camden Wooten, who is 2 for 2 today. He's got 2 of the 7 Wildcat hits. James working quickly, pumps a fastball by him at 87. Wooten singled in the second, doubled in the fifth. James ahead in the count, 0-2. Kicks and fires. Line back up the middle. Distal can't field that one. I don't know if he's going to be able to throw him out anyway. Wooten is boarded for the third time. What production out of the 9-hole for Cy Woods. So lineup resets, and here comes Sam Myers. Scored a base hit for Wooten. Myers 1 for 3 today. Popped up to third in the first, flew out to center in the third. Had a double into the right field corner, driving in a run. And he swings and drives this one to right field. Wallace backing up underneath it, makes the catch for out number 3. That'll do it for the Wildcats. 6, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We head to the 7th, 5-3. Flower Mound on top of Cy Woods. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball from the state tournament on Champion Sports Radio.
Homeowners in the DFW, listen up. Have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Well, my name is Dylan Olson with Infinity Solar USA. We are a locally owned and operated company to the DFW. We've helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. We take pride in providing an amazing solar experience. Thanks to Champion Sports Radio, we've created an exclusive discount just for you. To get a free solar savings report, go ahead and give us a call at 469-868-4164. Infinity Solar USA.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Jaguars looking for some insurance here in the top of the 7th. They lead it 5-3 over the number 1 team in the state, the Cy Woods Wildcats. 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the 7th for both teams. That means in the top half, it's McDaniel, Glazer, and Becker. Pitch 64 on the afternoon, coming for Morgan, who came on in relief out of the pen. 4 of the 5 Jaguar runs today tagged to the starter, Mason Green. This is on the ground, third base side. Throw over on the money as McDaniel is thrown out. A 1-3 ground out for the first out here in the 7th. 7th inning brought to you in part by Bridalwood Family Healthcare, a team of skilled family medical professionals ready and available to treat all your health concerns quickly. At Bridalwood Family Healthcare, they emphasize getting to know their patients on a personal level. Bridalwood Family Healthcare, located on the southeast corner of Cross Timbers and Long Prairie Road in Flower Mound. So McDaniel, ground out. Out number 1 here in the 7th. Here's Glazer, 1 for 3. Taking a pitch under the knees inside for a ball. RBI single in the first. Came around to score the 3rd Jaguar run of that first inning. That was the only Flower Mound hit in that 4-run first. Changeup hits the spot for a strike. It's now 1-1. Glazer lined out to first in the 2nd, grounded out to first in the 5th. Takes that pitch inside for a ball. It's 2-1. Colvin Davis, the senior in left field. Sam Myers, the senior in center. Brady Sullivan, the senior in right. Playing fairly straight away against right-handed swinging third baseman Josh Glazer. 2-1 pitch for Morgan. Under the knees, ball 3. Around the infield, Ethan Ferris is the senior at third. Tristan Russell, the senior shortstop. Senior second baseman Camden Wooten and McLean Helton, the junior, in the lineup at first. 3-1 taking all the way. It's under the knees, ball 4. And Glazers aboard for the second time today. Snaps a string of 5 consecutive batters retired by Chase Morgan. So Glazer's on, and I think a pinch runner is coming for him. Kyle Connie now running at first base. Connie, the 5'7", 135-pound sophomore, 3 stolen bases in the playoffs on 3 attempts. He's swiped 6 bags on the season. Connie now pinch running for Glazer at first. Becker at the plate. Yet to be retired. Reached on an error in the first. Doubled in the third. Walked in the 5th. And 2 of those 3 times, Motor, his courtesy runner, came in to score. Snap throw to first. Connie back in time. Mentioned earlier the 2 Wallaces, the only one with really any experience in this one. Not even Ben Sarter as a coach or a player has been this far. Under the knees taken for ball 1 by Becker. Talking to him before the ball game. What do we have here? They're going to check down with the third base umpire who was looking around. Shadow of the grandstand starting to creep out across the third base line now. Hadn't gotten to the plate, to the mound yet. The plate is pretty well in the shade at this point. And the 2 officials, evidently, quick conversation. We're ready to go. 1-0. Connie running for Glazer on first. 1 gone. Pitch in there at the knees for a strike. 1-1. Caden Stegent, senior behind the plate and on the mound. Chase Morgan out of the pen has been very effective. Limiting the Jaguars to 1 run. 6 innings. Runner takes off. Connie is there safe with a stolen base. Connie's 4th stolen base of the postseason, 7th on the season. Pitch was a ball at the plate, so it's 2-1 with a runner on second and 1 gone. Here in the top of the 7th, Jaguars lead it by 2, looking to add some insurance before the Wildcats step to the plate in the bottom of the 7th inning. Stegent, quick conversation with Morgan, now heads back behind the plate. Two-one pitch from the lefty. Nope, stepping off is Morgan and looking back to second. At the pinch runner, Connie running for Glazer. So McDaniel led it off with a ground out to the pitcher. That one taken outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Glazer walked on a 3-1 pitch. Connie comes in to run for him as a pinch runner. Steals second. And that's where we are. 1 down, top of the 7th. A 3-1 count. Now on Zane Becker at the plate. Morgan headed to Louisiana Lafayette on the mound. Fastball is swung on and hit to center. A couple steps back, couple steps to the left. And Myers makes the catch for out number 2. Becker got the fastball he wanted. He just didn't quite barrel it up, and it's caught for out 2. And Adrian Rodriguez will get a chance to drive in an extra run. Or the Jaguars will head to the bottom of the 7th, leading by 2. Rodriguez 1 for 3 today. Popped up to second in the first, flew out to left in the third. Singled in the 5th. the RBI leader for the Jaguars. Taking in from the right side against the left-hander Morgan. First pitch, trying to ambush him. Changeup hits the glove after the bat had swung through the zone, and the count's 0-1. Adrian, RBI leader, 36 on the year, 15 of those coming in the postseason. Tops in both categories for Flower Mound. Fouls this one off to make it 0-2. Looking ahead to the bottom of the seventh, as I mentioned a moment ago, 2, 3, and 4. Sullivan, Russell, and Ferris. The meat of the Cypress Woods order will be 2 up in the seventh. Adrian 1 for 3 today, hitting .421 in postseason play. Down in the count, 0-2. Morgan checks the runner at second. Comes home. Fastball misses outside. It's 1-2. Pretty good energy here at the Dell Diamond today. One-two pitch. Swings, and it's going to be popped up into the stands. Count holds the ball and 2 strikes to Rodriguez, the Texas A&M commit. Junior designated hitter, 6'2", 195-pounder. Came up to varsity last year. And we have seen why. He is just a natural hitter. Puts in a lot of work, though, to be as good as he is. 1-2, grounded right side. The infield gets past the second baseman, Wooten. Go sign is on for Connie. The throw is going to be offline. They're going to go to second and throw out Rodriguez, but the run scores it home as Connie plates to make it 6-3. RBI single for Rodriguez. And then is thrown out trying to stretch the single to a double. In the seventh, 1 run on a big 2-out RBI hit by Adrian Rodriguez. No errors, nobody left on. That makes it 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the seventh. Zach James out to try to close it out and send the Jaguars to the championship game. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Zach James to the big ovation for the Jaguar faithful here in Round Rock, coming back out, trying to close it out. 95 pitches, 60 of them for strikes. In 4 of the previous 6 innings, he's gotten through on 14 pitches. First pitch high and outside, ball 1 taken by Sullivan. But when he's had to go against the 2, 3, and 4 spots in the lineup, well, 2 of the 3 times, it's taken him more than 14 pitches to get through an inning. So this is what we all came to see. Here we go. 1-1 the count as the second pitch is fouled back to the screen by Sullivan. Brady Sullivan, Tristan Russell, Ethan Ferris, 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 7th. Trailing by 3. Changeup just misses outside, and it's 2-1. Andrew Robinson in left, Sam Erickson in center, Garrett Wallace in right. Swung on and popped up, could be playable foul territory, third base side. Leaning with one hand on the netting. Glazer makes the catch. Pop up in foul territory, second time today. Sullivan is retired. And there's one gone here in the seventh, this half inning. The seventh inning brought to you by 777 Urgent Care, a local family medical provider dedicated to providing quality care to the local community from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week, because they believe affordable on-demand medical care should be available even when most medical offices are closed. Schedule your appointment online. Use the number 777urgentcare.com. Well, home plate umpire is not happy about some of the fans that look like maybe students for Cy Woods in the front row. Home plate umpire got UIL security. UIL security got a Cypress ISD, I think, administrator of some kind. And all the kids in the front row are being told, get out of here. So that's the reason for the delay right now. Up steps Tristan Russell, senior, University of Houston signee. 0 for 2 today, struck out swinging in the first, walked on a full count in the third, and had a sacrifice fly RBI to center. This is popped up in the air. McDaniel's got it in short, there's 2 gone. Cy Woods down to their final out. Jaguar fans making a ton of noise here at the Dell Diamond. The big bat of Ethan Ferris steps up. Good thing for the Jaguars. Nobody's on base for him. James kicks and fires. First pitch, fastball just misses off the plate for ball 1. Ferris is 1 for 2 today. Walked on a full count back in the first. Singled on a first pitch he saw in the third. Flew out to left in the first pitch he saw in the 5th. Taking here in the 7th, takes ball 1. Swings at this one. It is in the air, down the right field line. Right now, underneath it, he makes the catch. The Jaguars are headed to the championship game tomorrow. Zach James with a complete game gem. And Flower Mound wins it 6-3. And they will play for the 6A state championship tomorrow afternoon. James retires 7 of the final 8 batters that he faces. And in the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. His second 1-2-3 inning of the day came in probably the most difficult of situations. Final score from the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. Jaguars won it 6-3. They advance to the championship game tomorrow afternoon, scheduled for 4 o'clock. Stay tuned to our social media channels on Twitter at Champion Sports, on Facebook, all one word, Champion Sports Radio, or on Instagram, Champion Sports Radio as well. We'll have information coming out about what time that will start officially when the 4A and 5A finals are in the books tomorrow. But the Jags win it 6-3 thanks to the brilliant pitching performance of Zach James, who I don't think thought he was going to throw today. And he comes in and his nails, allowing just 3 runs to the number 1 team in the state. All of them coming in the 5th inning. Before and after, he was dominant. Once again, your final score 6-3. The Jaguars win this 6A semifinal. Step aside for a break. We'll come back and wrap things up from the Dell Diamond. You're listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball on Champion Sports Radio.
This broadcast is under the direction and is copywritten by Champion Sports Radio. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of the audio stream, and any and all other use of the accounts of this broadcast without the direct written consent and permission of Champion Sports Radio is strictly prohibited. All rights are reserved by Champion Sports Radio and ChampionSportsRadio.com. This is a presentation of Champion Sports Radio, your home for championship broadcasts.
Homeowners in the DFW, listen up. Have you ever considered owning your own power by going solar? Well, my name is Dylan Olson with Infinity Solar USA. We are a locally owned and operated company to the DFW. We've helped thousands of homeowners become their own power company by going solar. We take pride in providing an amazing solar experience. Thanks to Champion Sports Radio, we've created an exclusive discount just for you. To get a free solar savings report, go ahead and give us a call at 469-868-4164. Infinity Solar USA.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit EnergyAttic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. EnergyAttic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management.
The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
The Jaguars do it again. They jump out 4-0 in the first. And an insurance run in the 5th and one in the 7th. Cypress Woods, the #1 team in the state, held down to just 3 runs, all coming in the 5th inning on a brilliant pitching performance by Zach James. 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs all earned. He walked 2, struck out 2, and just was nails. Again, as I mentioned at the end, retiring 7 of the last 8 batters. That started in that 5th inning when he finally got out of it, and he just rode it to the end with a whale of momentum and a brilliantly pitched game. for the junior headed to TCU. So Flower Mound advances. They'll play for a state championship tomorrow. Third time in program history Flower Mound plays in the championship game. They're 1-1, losing in 2004, winning in 2014. Both of those in Class 5A. Right after they won the 2014 state title, UIL added a 6A, and this is the first foray into the largest classification as 6A for the Jaguars in team history. But what a game. 6-3 your final. McDaniel with 2 hits. Adrian Rodriguez with 2 hits. Leading the Jaguars, 2 RBIs, a team high for Cole Ridenauer. RBIs for Glazer, Rodriguez, and Robinson as well. Again, balanced up and down the lineup. Run scoring and all in the 1, 2, 3, and 4 spots, but production up and down the lineup as every spot in the lineup reached base today. Whether it was on a base hit, a walk, an error, getting it done up and down, and that is something Danny Wallace has talked about since the very beginning of the season. When this team gets it going, 1 through 9, they can be extremely dangerous, and they showed that once again here today. Jaguars now 11-1 in their last 12 ball games, and they will take on either Westlake or Pearland. Those two will face off in about an hour. But what a day to be a Jaguar as Flower Mound upsets the #1 team in the state and now has an opportunity to win their second state championship in school history. Because of UIL regulations, we will have to end our post-game show now, but stay tuned to our social media channel. I'm going to head down and try to find Danny Wallace and record a post-game interview. See if we can get Zach James as well. Tie a bow on this big semifinal win. And then stay tuned to Champion Sports Radio social media at Champion Sports on Twitter, Facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram, again, all one word, Champion Sports Radio. We'll have more for you there in advance of tomorrow's 4 o'clock scheduled first pitch as the Jaguars will take on either Pearland or Westlake with an opportunity to win a state championship. Thanks everybody who helped make this broadcast possible tonight. Very special thank you to the Flower Mound Jaguar Baseball Booster Club and all their great sponsors: Bridalwood Family Healthcare, 777 Urgent Care, Grapevine Ford Lincoln, FMYSA, Raising Cane's, Baldry Home Team, and 504U LLC. Thanks to our Champion Sports Radio sponsors: Infinity Solar USA, Energy Attic, Greenleaf Roofing, Whirly Ball, the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra, and Living for Zachary. That'll do it for us today from the Dell Diamond. We'll be back at you tomorrow for State Championship Saturday as the Jaguars will take on either Pearland or Westlake for the 6A Baseball State Championship. Once again, for all of us at Champion Sports Radio, my name is Thomas Lee. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening to Flower Mound Jaguar Championship Baseball on Champion Sports Radio. Have a great night, folks. We'll look forward to being back at you tomorrow. Scheduled 4 o'clock first pitch. State championship on the line for the Flower Mound Jaguars. Once again, for all of us at Champion Sports Radio, my name is Thomas Lee. So long from Round Rock, Texas.